What do you think? Good. Morning, everybody. It's Black Friday, Friday 11/24th, 2017, and I'm just about to leave Vicky's place to head home to get Grant this morning. So it's my weekend with Grant. We've got an awesome weekend ahead. Can't wait to show you guys what we have in store. But I never showed a after clip or after clip of the new chandelier. So it kind of hangs down a little bit. It was longer than needed, so we kind of coiled it up a little bit. I know this camera is not the greatest for doing this sort of stuff, but one of the bulbs is burned out. But Vicky said she loves it. She really likes it. I like that it puts off a lot more light, and we kind of cleaned it up a bit. You know, it was pretty dusty, dirty. It's been sitting in storage for a long time. And it kind of, what I don't like is that it kind of blocks the home on the wall. But, I mean, not really. You know, if you come off to the side, it looks okay, or if you're standing in the kitchen. But I think it kind of, like, completes or, like, ties off the room. Now it's like an official, like, dining room if you kind of look here. So it's really nice. This is what I gave Vicky for her birthday present. I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned the problems that I had. I don't think I actually showed it. So Cuisinart, this is their Chef's Classic stainless cookware. It's all stainless on the outside, and then these two pans are like Teflon coated or whatever, or non-stick coated, quantum coating. Each piece pretty much comes with its own lid. She liked that feature. And yeah, she already went and threw out her old pots and pans and stuff. It also came with a 3-piece bake set. And this one's pretty cool. It's a cookie sheet, and she's like, wow, it's like an actual sheet. It's not like, you know, most baking pans or whatever those are called. So she liked it. Also got her, Grant and I got her a bunch of flowers. So some really pretty flowers. I don't know, she didn't like do anything with them. She didn't cut them or take the plastic off. And here's the roses. There was like 3 things. Oh, here's the other one. I think these might be carnations. And they weren't that expensive. We got them from a place called Mariano's, and they're a lot less money than I thought they would be. But so that's why we got so many. Alright, I gotta go start the car, warm it up. It's already after 7 a.m. and Grant should be coming anytime. He's supposed to technically be back by 10, but his mom doesn't really care, so she'll probably bring him back much earlier. Stay tuned for more. Alright, finally moving and grooving here. The sun's gonna be a bitch driving home this entire morning. I think I'm pretty much driving into the sun most of the way. But wanted to give you guys a Hexabot update. So the website, it's called hexabot.top, T-O-P, I believe. And it's another trading bot type platform, but this one's a little more unique. It's actually saying that you can get higher returns than anywhere else that I've found. So only works off of Bitcoin, Litecoin, and there's a third one. I can't remember if it's Narrow or what, but oh, the sun sucks. But let me see here. Hold on. So you send in your Bitcoin, and I've recapped this before, so you can skip ahead if you've heard this. But you send in your this is a new building going over by Vicky's house. Yesterday, no one was working there, so her and I drove all the way inside the building with my Audi through the door. Alright. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but my camera keeps like turning off the recording. I got it plugged into power now. But yeah, I did the math and it seemed like it came out to 2%. Still running? Yeah. Okay, good. See you out there. What else is going on? Grant's mom owed me some money from that court and all that, and she's not really good at math, so she's been sending me payments for like the last 2 days and still hasn't finished it off. So gotta send her some details on all that shit, and yeah. Thanksgiving was great yesterday. It went really well. We had the whole family together at my sister's house, and cheat day for keto. Holy cow, man! That stuffing was amazing. Love stuffing. I had a whole plate full of just stuffing. Had some cake, had some a little bit of everything. It was good. It was really good. So yeah, Thanksgiving went well. I was able to test out my Canon 6D Mark II. I brought that with me, took some shots of the family. Nothing super formal or nice or whatever, just some snapshots and all that, just to test it out, see how it worked. I even set up the or tried out like the Wi-Fi feature, because I took a selfie of Vicky and I, and she's like, "Ooh, I love that, send that to me now." So I transferred it from the camera to my phone via Wi-Fi, and it was pretty badass. Worked out well. So then I got a flurry of messages from Luke saying that he set up a tripod, took family photos with his new 5D Mark IV, and they were all soft and blurry and not good. So he was not happy. He was really upset about that. He said today he'll send me some samples or something, and I can see what he's talking about. So I mean, he I don't know, I guess he was just mad. He's like, I can't recreate these photos, you know, they're bad, and that's all I got, and my mom's gonna be, you know, he's like, my mom looks forward to me taking these family photos every year and shit. So I don't know, let me get this visor down, man. Shit, man. There you go. So I mean, that sucks. I don't know what the deal is. He thinks maybe that he has a problem with one of his lenses or something. I don't know. I figured out. So still waking up, man. I didn't eat, didn't drink anything. No caffeine yet. What else is happening? So tomorrow we're headed to Milwaukee for Marvel Live with the kids. Michelle and Logan are going, and Vicky, Grant, and I are going. I don't know if anyone else is going, but we're gonna have a hotel room there tomorrow night, and it should be a good time. It'll be fun. We're going to probably hit like the hotel pool and all that type of stuff. So boys, yeah, boy. And yeah, just looking forward to doing some stuff. So it's nice, man. I've been like buying into like different things like ahead of time, and then like a lot of like far ahead of time, and then once the date comes or whatever, then I have like more money to actually spend on it and stuff. And so just kind of looking forward to all that shit. But tired, guys. Let's see if this guy tries to overtake me here on the bend. No. Just tired. So we got back to Vicky's a little bit later, probably after 10. Didn't get to sleep till after 11, and it was a good Thanksgiving though, man. I love spending time with family. We do a grab bag draw every year. all the adults put their name in a bag, and it's a $35 grab bag. So we each put our name in there with what we want or some ideas, suggestions, and then whoever grabs our ticket, that's what they gotta get or whatever. So it's pretty cool, a lot of fun. Yeah. So my uncle Wayne was there, and he had some quarter banks. So my brother, when I was like really young, used to make quarter banks, and they're made out of wood. They have like a clear PVC tube that the coins drop into from the top. And I still have mine, but it's kind of a little bit broken, a little bit janky and stuff. And my uncle Wayne had them there, and I was like, no shit, dude. Like, I was like, we need to, I asked him, I'm like, well, how much you charge for one of those? I'm like, I'd like another one, you know? His are a little bit different than my brother's design. But they're nice. They're really nice. And he's like, oh, I'll give you one for Christmas. I was like, oh, cool, dude. So he's on like a fixed income. He's retired. So he's always doing like cool different things to make money, save money. Kind of like how I'm doing this year with, most likely I'm going to be gifting and regifting stuff and all that. So, can't blame him. So he also said he has like smaller ones or whatever. He said he'll probably end up giving those to all the kids. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's cool, man. Because I wanted another one to give to Grant, or for Grant to have in his bedroom. So like if we can get multiples or whatever, that's awesome, dude. Like anything that's like handmade or homemade or anything like that, I'm all about it, dude. Like, I think that shit's cool as hell. So that's the kind of stuff that like lives on forever. But yeah. So it was nice to see him doing stuff like that or whatever. My cousin Nikki's becoming quite the entrepreneur. I mean, she's been doing this for years now, but she makes what we're effectively calling Nikki bags, and they're like these little cloth bags that she sews and creates and whatever, and all different patterns of fabric and all that type of stuff. And it's pretty badass, man. It's really awesome. So she sells them for I don't know how much, really reasonable price. And my mom ended up actually getting one for Vicky for her birthday. So Vicky got a Nikki bag, and it would I think it was like purple or whatever. Really nice. So, but every holiday and shit, or whenever the whole family gets together, Nikki always brings out her bags, and she like has different patterns and different things that she tailors and makes and stuff, and really awesome. So she has I don't remember what her story is, but she has I think like the money she makes from the bags is kind of like her discretionary money, so like her play money, and she has a tight income or tight budget or whatever, so like that's lets her like do different things and shit. So she like I said, she's become quite the entrepreneur, and it's pretty awesome. Like, speaking of entrepreneurs, so I got a quick story. You got a second? So we were doing, Luke and I were doing a session on a consultation on Wednesday, and we're sitting there, and this is a really, really awesome couple. They're a lesbian couple, and Luke and I actually haven't shot a lesbian wedding like that yet, so we're really excited about that. Really fun couple, really happy couple, beautiful. And we were talking to them, and we were telling them about like locking in their date and all that stuff. And one woman was like, well, if I would have had this meeting like 2 hours sooner, she's like, I just got paid today, I would have booked you guys like right now, and blah blah blah. And Luke's like, well, instead of the $500, if it helps you out, we can lock in your date for I don't know what he told her, like $100 or $200 or something like that. I think it was like 250 or something. It was half. And she's like, well, you know, and I get it. Like, she was just kind of being polite, but it sounds like they really do want to book us. But she was kind of being polite. She's like, well, we're gonna talk about it and stuff and see if we can make the money happen. And she said, give me till today, Friday, and I'll get back to you on that or whatever. So Luke's like, okay, cool, no problem. We're no pressure, whatever, that's fine. And so afterwards, Luke's like, dude, I should be in sales. I'm like, we are in sales. What are you talking about? He's like, I'm good at this shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're awesome. So he kind of, like I said, he was kind of not pressuring her, but like sweetening the deal in terms of like, well, if you're serious, you can just, give us half or whatever. So I was like, that's funny. So then, I think it was someday this week. One of the Shutterfest instructors, friends, buddies that I've known for years, his name is Raphael. He is doing a workshop in June in Chicago, and it's, I don't know, $600 and something. And he messaged me about it, and he's like, hey man, he made a post or something, and he's like, PM me, private message me for more info. So I message him, and I'm like, hey man, I'm kind of interested, what are the details, blah blah blah. And that's when I found out the date and all that type of stuff. So then, since then I met up with Luke on like Wednesday, and I said, dude, you want to do Raphael's workshop and stuff? He's like, nah, fuck that. He's like, I got limited amount of vacation time, and I'm actually going to be using it for vacations and this and that, so no, I can't do that. I'm like, all right. He's like, you can do it by yourself, and then just like tell me like what you learn and stuff. He's like, we're partners now and stuff. I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. So so I messaged Raphael, and because Raphael was kind of like randomly pinging me just to kind of get me to sign up, and I'm like, well, yeah, here, him and Han. And so I messaged Raphael, and I'm like, hey man, my buddy can't make it. Because I originally told Raphael, I'm like, let me talk to my buddy, see if both of us can make it or just one of us. Like, well, he can't make it, so it's just going to be me. He's like, okay, cool. So he's like, send me, what was it? Send me $417 now to lock in your spot at the discount price, and then you'll owe the remaining $237. It was so fucking weird numbers. $237 on 60 days before the date of the venue or the workshop. So I'm like, all right, dude. Well, I'm like, let me hit you up once I get paid. I'm like, I don't get paid till the end of the month. Once I get paid, I got you. Same shit that the client said to us. He's like, well, you know what? He's like, how about this? Send me 150 now, and then the rest will be due later or whatever. He's like, the 150 will lock in your discount rate and your spot and all this shit. And I'm like, all right, dude. And I'm like, I actually have enough money to send the 150. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. All right, here. So I sent him the 150. I owe him some fucking random oddball amount. It's like, I don't know, another 450 or something. And yeah, I'll just do that. So I'm gonna make a conscious effort this year to do more, try more, travel more, get out more. So instead of slaving away in the basement, working my ass off, whatever, I'm gonna spend more time out of the office and spread out however I need to, or just doing shit on the weekends, like going to concerts and stuff like that. So that's kind of what prompted this and all that. So I mean, he does some pretty dank composite work, this Raphael guy, but all of his poses are so like basic bitch, like super cheesy posed stuff. But like I said, he's decent at compositing. Maybe I'll learn something or learn some. What I like about wedding photographers particularly is they do shit more efficiently than everyone else. Everyone else will spend like a day or two on one image or whatever. Wedding photographers got to knock out fuck tons of images at a time. So they always have tips, tricks, and methods and tools to speed through composites and all that type of stuff. So that's kind of something I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to expect or do or whatever, but we're gonna find out. So I don't know, man. I hope by then I can afford to get a new laptop or something, because my laptop is slow as shit. It yeah, it doesn't work well with Photoshop and Lightroom going at the same time. So that'll be embarrassing, but I don't really give a fuck. I'll figure it out. I've been doing composites for over 5 years, so there's not much that I haven't seen. All that I know for a fact is that it takes a lot of fucking time. So if I can speed stuff like that up or whatever, cool. Now, yeah, just tired. So that's my story. But it was funny because he used the same tactic that we use, and whatever. So he's a cool dude. He's I want to say he's out of like Texas, and I think he's really big with these like Spanish speaking clients and stuff. So he's a cool fucking dude. I think he's specifically from Colombia. So it's like Raphael with an F, not a PH or something. But yeah, he's big on MacLeod and all that type of shit. So maybe I'll be picking up some MacLeod gear soon. So I have a bootleg Chinese one, and it sucks. So it'd be nice to get like a legit light stick and make it happen. That's about it, guys. So that's my brain dump for the week. Bitcoin is up. It's still at like 8,200. Ether is up. It's at like 420. And let me see what let me see. Holy fuck, dude. Ether is at 436. Bitcoin's at 82. Now what's interesting is BCC is not following Bitcoin that high. I don't quite understand that. So BCC is under $300. It's $292. BCC at the highest, I think it was like 307 or 310 or something, when Bitcoin was like pushing like 8K. So it hasn't like passed that barrier for whatever reason. Salt is down a little bit. Salt is 363. I'm thinking about picking up more salt, but instead of like doing that, I've been dumping like $100 each week into Hexabot. So I don't fucking know. Let me see here. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. I never talk about that because I don't really, I don't want to fuck with that. But it's 1625. So I remember when it like first was released, it hit like 600 and everyone dumped all their shit. I can't remember what the deal is with Bitcoin Cash. I thought it was the original blockchain for Bitcoin, and then, you know, what's called Bitcoin now is the new blockchain, or new fork, as of like August 1st or whenever that happened. But currently I'm holding 0.36 Bitcoin worth just under $3,000. I have more than that. So like I said, I have more on Hexabot, but it's hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars. Yeah, I'm still holding a little bit of BCC. So I have 2.29 BCC. So right now my portfolio here is 4867, and most of that is held on my Tracer. So the Bitcoin, Ether, Salt, and BAT are all held on my Tracer. The BCC is held right now on BitConnect's website, and I think I've been mining Siacoin, but just dumping it whenever. Siacoin is dumping to Poloniex because I couldn't find another fucking wallet to put it in. I was holding like Siacoin as I collected it more and more, but I just said fuck that and just started cashing it out. You know, I wanted some money to like spend or put in my portfolio. I I don't know, 50K of Sia coin and it was worth $100. I'm like, dude, like if I put that $100 into Ether, it's gonna go up like 5, 10, 20, 30% or whatever, you know, like fuck. So that's what I did. I was sick of like hoping and praying that Sia coin would do something. All that's happening is people are mining the shit out of it with the dual miners and all that. Nope. So yeah, I have over 2 Ether that I'm holding. Check the stats. It looks like I'm gonna be able to mine over 1 Ether a month now, or 1 Ether a month. It was less than that. So I'm doing well, man. I'm making $300-400 a month mining, making 4 to 6K a month from BitConnect. This week has sucked ass. I'm not looking forward to running the numbers. And then I don't know yet what I'm making from Hexabot. I'm making supposedly 22% a week, so that's I don't know, how do you do that? So that's 88% a month, so I'm doubling my money every month with Hexabot. Okay, 88% or whatever, like, okay, I'm cool with that. So it's wow. Yeah, I guess I didn't look at it that way. Because you're making that in addition to your original investment. It's not oh, and then I got the USI Tech bullshit that's making I don't know, that's making like 40% after 140 days. So, or some shit like that. Yeah, it's a bag of shit. I don't know. This one dude's like all excited about it. He's always posting about it. I don't really give a fuck. Like he sent me $60, a little under $60 worth of a package or whatever to try it. I gotta log in and check the stats on that, because like when I logged in, it was like their interface is so fucking confusing. It's like the massive multi or what is it, MML, multi-level marketing, MLM or whatever, massive multi-level marketing, and it's so stupid. Like they're trying to make it look like way more complicated and way more badass than it is, and the returns aren't even that good. So I don't think I'll be putting more money into USI Tech. Maybe a little bit here and there next year or something. I don't know. Fucking, like, it doesn't matter where I put it. It's still making fucking money, dude. Like, I started having this realization that Wall Street. Another 15-minute clip. Let me cut this. I started having realizations that, you know, like, crypto is now going to be entering in 2018 into like the long-term territory. So, you know, 2017 was like all about making that quick cash on ICOs and pump and dumps and, you know, scams and all that type of shit. 2018, Wall Street's coming, and once Wall Street gets involved, that means regulations are going to be imposed and all that type of stuff. So the volatility that's been happening, like the plus 30, plus 40% daily and shit, minus 30, minus 40%, I believe that's gonna go away. It's gonna maybe, like, let's say drop down to 15 or 20% max, or maybe 10% volatility max. So that's gonna kill things off like Hexabot and BitConnect. It's not gonna kill it off, but you're not gonna make as much. Very interesting concept, but all these ICOs and all these coins, you know, as long as they're still around for legit companies, that's going to be like literally like their stock. And I know it already is kind of intuitive, that makes sense that would be true, but like right now it's just like whatever, like people, like, you know, shit's not worth anything, whatever, so people like don't buy it or trade it. But like now's the time to be collecting up coins for companies that like are gonna have like an actual product or whatever. Like some of the coins, like it's just like a coin. It's like a non-functional coin. But like I'm feeling like Salt and maybe 10x, the pay coin, those are gonna have some value. BitConnect is gonna go fucking nuts. Like, let's say something happens and they go like full legit public whatever. You know, it's very interesting, very interesting. So I started just thinking about that. I'm like, dude, like if I start gobbling up all these cheap coins now, like $100 worth or whatever, and holding them, like once everything gets like locked down over the next 2-3 years, like that's gonna be like their stock. I'd be like, yeah, I bought in at the ground floor in their stock, and it's not, you know, their stock is their coin, but very interesting, because that's originally like how crypto was supposed to work. Like if you owned the coin or held the coin, that was like a share of their company. At least that's how like Ethereum works. So that's why shit like BAT and Salt and all that, that's why it's so fucking important to start accumulating those types of coins. So I just getting home, gonna spend some time running some numbers, crunching some stuff, working on my laptop before Grant gets back, and then yeah, we're gonna hang out and have a good day today. So stay tuned for more. You still have socks on? Alright, Grant said his pants are weighing him down playing soccer, so he just changed. Alright, you know what that means. You can't be falling on the ground, because now you'll skin up your knees. Okay? No, leave your shirt on, please. Please. Okay. Alright, so we've been helping Grandpa all morning, and we got the HD antenna mounted and installed on the roof. Line comes down here, goes in through the wall. Grandpa did all the work. I just kind of helped him from down here. And the line runs up the gutter there. Still got the ladder out, but yeah, it's looking good. Alright, test. Let's see if it saves this time. I just did a 10-minute clip talking about everything the whole day, and it would not save, so I lost that file. Alright, so it seems like it worked. We'll make it quicker this time. So we spent all day today helping Grandpa hang and install an HD TV antenna on the roof. Grandpa did all the work up top and mounting and all that. Just helped fish the wires and give some insight and stuff in terms of running cables and all that. And then we ran it to the basement splitter, tested it out, and it seems to be working well in the location that he installed it. He installed it in a different spot than we had originally tested, so we weren't sure. So we tested it again. Seems to be okay. He's considering porting over the house phone number to Magic Jack, and then getting rid of the phone and the TV and only having an internet package. So it'll probably save $150 a month or so. So we worked on that most of the morning, and then helped Grandma wanted some of like the storage bins and stuff pulled out of the crawl space. So worked on pulling all that out, like the Christmas tree and stuff, and the storage bins, and in the process I tweaked my back, so I'm not happy about that, but it's feeling a little bit better. Took some ibuprofen, iced it, and all that stuff. But we're headed now to my storage locker to put some stuff back into storage. I was able to finish processing all that stuff that I had brought back to the house this entire week. It wasn't everything, but made a bunch of progress and stuff, so probably won't have any time to work on that again until, I'm guessing, January or something like that. But it was nice. It's good. Should have some room now to clean everything up and all that. So we got we're driving in the truck now. We got 4 bins of stuff to put back into storage that are, you know, catenized or concatenized, organized better, and slimmed down. So threw out 5-6 bags worth of garbage of stuff that I no longer need, have to keep, whatever. Threw out a ton of books, all that good stuff. And we also were bringing an empty bin. I'm going to transfer all my plates and dishes and stuff that were in a bad bin that fell and crashed and cracked and broke. I'm going to transfer everything over into a new bin that'll protect them better and all that stuff. So excited about that. Yeah, so today I sent about $112 worth of Bitcoin to Hexabot. So there's a little over 300 in there now. And it says there's like 360 because of my earnings and stuff. So it's saying that making like 22% a week, and we'll just let it do its thing. Just keep feeding it some money every week. All right, turn them over. Let me see them. Those are shoes.
One will make a lot more noise.
Yeah. Wow. People are buying this stuff. Walmart. Alright, enough. Good job, bud. You did it! Give me 5.